and I'm really glad you tuned in for another day. And it's really delightful to be here together. So, the background is actually out my back slider. I spent decades in big cities, New York City, and then Los Angeles. And now I live in rural Montana. I'm about 4 miles from the Canadian border, and the bliss of nature is heaven. I feel like I got let out of some tiny little cubicle and into this expansiveness, and it's so healing to have nature right smack in front of my face. I mean, even when I was living in New York City, I'd look at the tree leaves that were out the apartment window. I'd like always connect with what I could, but here it's just so present. And now that I'm more awake, I can actually feel the energy of the plants, of the mountains, of the sky, of the sun. And it's profound how much healing just being in nature actually delivers. And I always felt better, like coming off the beach, or anytime I went hiking, or anytime I was outdoors, even just laying in the sun. I always felt better, but I didn't understand why. And now that I'm coming to understand frequency, vibration, energies, it's opening up such a healing, safe place in the core of my being. So I talked a lot about living from the outside in, and I feel like that's sort of how I've been programmed, right? Get it all from the outside. And even though I heard live from the inside out, I wasn't really trusting of that, and I didn't understand the value of it. I think I was in my 20s living in New York City when Alice Miller had a book called Drama of the Gifted Child. And that book had such impact in me. And there was a lot of talk about loving that inner child inside your heart. And even though I was into recovery back then and awakening, I just felt like I don't have time for this. I have to move on. I think when I got to my first therapy session, I was so shut down emotionally that I didn't even feel happy, sad, mad, or glad. That took a lot of work for me to feel those four basic feelings, because I'd been so programmed to just go, go, go. Don't ask questions, achieve, get ahead, leapfrog over the next person. And ultimately, it really didn't serve me at my core. I would look to the outside to get approval over and over again. And I didn't see the value of going within and my own heart. And I mean, it's been over the years, but certainly since I've been living in this beautiful nature. I mean, this literally is out my back slider. This is what I see. And it connects me into that heart space. And I didn't understand the value of my heart space. Even being a student of law of attraction, I just thought it was all in my mind, in my head. I could think it through, I could strategize. And it's taken me a long time to just slow down and breathe and literally like go into this heart of mine and feel peace and feel tranquility and feel beauty. Even though I had been manifesting for years, I really feel I was manifesting from a place of trauma. And now it's shifted. I'm manifesting from a place of frequency and feeling how I want to feel. Right now, I want to feel safety. There's so much trauma happening in our world at this moment. And as an empath, I pick that up. I pick that energy and frequency up. So I'm asking to be cleared of those frequencies, those vibrations that don't belong to me. And I'm taking a breath and slowing down and going inside my heart. Sometimes I imagine the color green, sometimes it's gold. And imagine just the feeling of safety. Because safety to me is really abundance. I knew a lot of people that had lots of material stuff that were so fluffed up, just seeking on edge, always, moving to the next thing. And I was right along there, along those lines. I didn't have all that material stuff, but, I resonated. And now to go into my heart, and I want to feel safety, and I want to feel trust, and I want to feel allowing to the magnificent abundance that's right in front of me. Our hearts are powerful, and they've been duct taped and sticky glued and roped and bound by old paradigms and systems that don't serve any longer. And I'm choosing to drop them one outdated system at a time and go into my heart and feel the freedom. And that's actually been created over and over again as I'm desiring to feel freedom. And that's abundant living for me today. And I hope it is for you too. And I hope you'll tune in to more videos that are coming for inspiration, for transformation, because we are in this together.